Okay, let's take a look at this. Yeah, you might. I would admit, look at the previous module. I talked about the animation. I think this isn't working very well. I think you could improve this a lot. Um, has it changed since the last one? It's hard to tell. But either way, you're not doing what I was saying, which is, each pose, you need to look at each control and really pose the whole character and not just move, it looks like you're moving just the feet and shoulders, maybe the elbows, and then the rest. And for some reason, his eyeball seems to be flying off of him. Maybe we should take a look at that. The lighting looks kind of bright and overexposed, and there's some interesting questions of like where the light source. I think you want maybe one colored light coming from the outside, and then maybe something else from the inside. But might want to justify like what is the light direction, and what is the light source. So if we were looking at the Maya file, thinking about, where are the lights in here. So yeah, you've got this little one. But he seems to be lit a lot from the back and stuff. And also kind of what a light is all of this outer space stuff hitting him with, and kind of establishing kind of an average color for that and lighting him from the front from that. And then maybe, I mean, the texture looks very unfinished and just kind of thrown on there, but these are also light sources. You could kind of fill in with some colored light from the side as well, and these kinds of things. But yeah, right now the render looked really very overexposed, so I would decrease the light intensity somewhat. Just looking at what lights you have. So there's the three lights. There's a point light, which I guess is that one in the ceiling, and then a couple area lights. One in the front and one in the back. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that one's pretty dim. That's like super dim. That one's not so bright either. Also, there aren't any cast shadows, so I think it might be better if you had some shadows. That must be blocking that point light. Just moving that down a bit, so maybe. Okay, so now, and is that casting shadows? Says it is. Yeah, okay, I can see a shadow on the ground now, which is better. And yeah, and then maybe this one. I mean, it's weird if this is tunnel behind it, but maybe that's. I'm not really noticing that doing anything. Okay, now it is. It might be a little bit bright still. Maybe give it a color. Maybe I see some blues out there and stuff, so maybe there's, like a bluish light coming from that direction or something. Could look cool. What's the deal with his hair material? It looks so shiny and distracting. Are there there's multiple materials and they're blends. I don't think his hair should be blend. You're probably going to have to redo these materials. You are going to have to redo those materials when you do your Arnold render, and you really don't want to have. I know I mentioned this before. It kind of feels like I make these videos and then you don't watch them. I said this last week too, because you don't make any updates or fixes based on anything I say that I can see. So it's a little bit, sometimes I feel like I'm talking to nobody because I'm trying to help you, but you don't seem to update it at all. So I don't know if is that not the hair? It's hard to tell what's the hair since you have multiple materials assigned to the same surface, which is not, it's the same, surface, which is not how this is meant to be done. Maybe it's this one, I don't know. I just don't know why that looks so crazy with the white stripes on it. It looks kind of distracting. Maybe you can sort that out, because you probably have a better sense of what material is on there.